Hey guys, I hope you're all doing really well. Today I'm going to be doing another bold lipstick bingo, and basically what that is that I've written down every single one of my bold lipsticks in my collection. I have them all in this little dish, and I'm just going to randomly select one of them and create an entire makeup look surrounding that selection basically. And I love doing this because it gives me a chance to play with items in my collection that I don't always reach for. It kind of takes me out of my comfort zone and out of my routine of using Project Pan items and everyday kinds of products. I really have a chance to just explore and have fun, and it's just a really good creative kind of exercise. So I am really excited to do this today. I definitely want to do more beauty sort of challenges on my channel over this year, so let me know if you guys have any suggestions of challenges that I should do. But yeah, I'm so excited. So I'm just gonna hop into it actually. Like I said, everything is just written down in here. So I'm just gonna kind of smush it together and I'm just gonna pick one. I could go with something more brown. It could be something more red. It could be a blue or a purple, like who knows. So I've got my selection here. I'm really excited about this one. I've actually got Colourpop Nevermind. So I'm just gonna go grab that. I'm actually gonna pick out some products as well, and yeah, I'll be right back. So this right here is the Lippie Stix in the shade Nevermind. Unfortunately, this is a discontinued shade because Colourpop seems to discontinue all of its best products. I love this kind of bold shade in a bullet like this because I find it's so much more comfortable than a liquid lip for me personally. And now my lips are like especially dry, so I am finding I just would prefer to wear this kind of formula over anything else. I did swatch it here, so you can see it's just like this deep true purple. It's absolutely beautiful, beautiful. And then the shade that I have actually underneath of it is the Bite the Lip Pencil in the shade 48. I'm gonna be pairing these two together. They pair perfectly together, so I will be wearing these together just so that I can have an even application. I already primed and set my eyelids, and now I'm just gonna go right in with shadows. I'm gonna be using the shade in my Pan Those Eyeshadows project from the Shade and Light palette. The shade that I'm focusing on right now is the shade Lazarus, and I don't want to give you guys any sneak peeks, so I'm not going to show you it, but it's just the basic like cool toned transition shade that's in the center on the top. And I think that this cool tone is going to pair really nicely with that lip. So I'm just going to go right in and kind of place that all over the lid. And basically I'm just going to continue to build up that same shade. I think that this is going to be just a really easy smoky eye. So that shade is really nice and smoky, but I'm craving just a little bit more depth. So I'm gonna go into my ABH Subculture palette, and I'm gonna use the shade Mercury, which is really similar. It's just a touch darker, and it has a little bit of a slightly purpley undertone, I feel like, but it definitely is still a gray. So I'm just gonna pop that on more so on the lid. It just amps it up just a little bit. I'm so tempted to use Colourpop Kush alongside these colors because this cool tone shimmer would just be absolutely perfect. As you can see, it's just an amazing like high shine, beautiful, beautiful eyeshadow. I love this so much. You guys know how much I love Kush, but it's also discontinued. So I want to show you guys an alternative because I know some of you guys really love Kush as much as I do. And I wanted to show you something that gives kind of the same result. It's a little bit less sheer. As you can see, this is a very sheer application. I love it for that. But this is the same kind of tone. And this is the Cover FX Shimmer Veil in the shade Celestial. This is a liquid eyeshadow, so it goes on a lot more opaque, but it is really comparable. It's not identical, and it has much more of a reflective metallic finish, but in terms of tone, it's pretty much spot on. It's just a different kind of finish. So I'm gonna use this today and show you guys what it looks like. So what I'm gonna do with this is I'm just gonna go right from the applicator and pop this into the inner portion of my lid. Basically, I'm just gonna use my ring finger to kind of like smudge it out. So you can see like right here when I started to try to smudge it with my finger, I kind of pushed it higher up than I wanted to. And I can't really get my ring finger nicely into that little nook. So I'm just gonna put this onto like more of a precise little brush. And I'm just going to kind of perfect that shape just a little bit. And now I'm just going back into Mercury from the Subculture palette, and I'm just going to amp that up on like the outer portion and blend those two kind of together. My camera overheated, so I'm looking a little bit different than I did just a few seconds ago. I ended up just finishing up this left eye, and then I did pretty much the entirety of my complexion as well. And I wanted to come back on camera to share with you guys what I'm going to do with the lower lash line, and then of course with the lips. But I wanted to share with you that actually when I was doing my complexion, I just decided for the very first time to use this lipstick as a cream blush, and I really like the way that it looks. I just used the Colourpop stippling brush, and I just went like right onto the product like this and stippled it onto my face, and I really, really like this. I did go a little heavier than I usually do with blush because I don't really feel like wearing a bronzer. However, I did contour, which is a rarity, but I just contoured like right back here, and I used the eyeshadow in this palette that I am focusing on. I've done that a few times now, and I really do quite like it, but I'll share everything that's on my face in the description box for you guys too. So we're just gonna finish up the eyes now. I'm gonna do exactly what I did on the lid. I just tend to replicate it like that. So I'm just gonna use the exact same shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, Lazarus, and then I'm gonna go in with Mercury, but I'm gonna just leave them more so on the outer like 2/3, and then on the inner third, I'm just gonna use that Cover FX Shimmer Veil again. So I always find like my edges are very patchy when I use these kinds of cool tones. I'm just not really like skilled in using them. So I'm just using my ABH banana powder to kind of just like clean up the edges and make everything look a little bit more smoky and hazy again and not so patchy. So basically with this, I'm gonna do exactly what I did to just kind of fix up that inner portion. I'm just gonna go on a small little detail brush as opposed to using this large one with a lot of product on it. And I'm just going to run that underneath the lid, or underneath the eye basically. I just need to be like straight to the mirror to do this. I kept it really small and fine. You might not even really be able to see it much on camera, but I think it really does brighten up the eyes. And I don't know, I really like that kind of placement. So I feel like on camera you probably can't really see it, but in real life I feel like it definitely just opens up my eyes, really brightens them up. So I'm just gonna go put on mascara to finish off the eye look, and I'll be right back. So I applied a pretty generous coat of mascara, actually several coats of mascara, and I kind of dragged my lashes out more towards my temple, and I feel like it really elongated my eyes. And then I actually only applied lower lash mascara to like the outer 2/3. Basically where that glitter starts, I have no mascara on that inner portion, and I feel like it really elongated and like changed the shape of my eyes, and I think that's super cool. I've never really like manipulated mascara like that before. I've never really thought about it, but just based on the way that the glitter was placed on the inner portion, I really wanted to kind of just try to play with that shape. Now that that's all done, I'm gonna go in with the lip, and I'm so excited to try this out. This is the Bite Lip Pencil in the shade 040, and I'm just going to outline my lips primarily with this, I think. So I did like the slightest overline of my top lip, and now I'm just going to go right in with Nevermind. I don't think I have to fill in this lip. This does have pretty good opacity, but yeah, it's gonna be fine. I think it'll be good. So I really like the way that this lip looks with this dark, cool toned eye. I think it's really a little bit grungy, but it's still kind of pretty. I haven't put on any highlighter yet, and I'm gonna do something that, I don't know, I think some people might be offended by this, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually use this Essence Pure Nude highlighter basically to highlight like everywhere, basically. I've been doing this every once in a while, and I really like the way that it looks and the way that it like gives life to my skin. So I'm just using this like massive EcoTools brush. I am gonna tap off most of the product, but I'm just going to just truly set that cream blush, well, the lipstick, and add some luminosity to it. And then I'm gonna do that on my nose and across my forehead as well. Basically across my whole face. I'm just like setting my face with highlighter. And I love the sheen that this one gives, especially because this is not a chunky or glittery highlighter at all. It is just a nice sheen, so I think it suits this kind of purpose really well. And I don't know, I really like the way that it looks. I feel like a couple months ago I would be like, that is not happening at all, but now that my skin is more dry, I just love the way that it looks to have a sheen over the entirety of the skin. And this product just does it so well. It's so refined, and I really, really like the way that this look turned out, especially with a little bit of glow to it. I think this is so fun. This is so not the kind of look that I would have created today if I wasn't doing a bold lipstick bingo. I probably would have gone for something a little bit more neutral and nude, but I'm so happy with the final result of this look, and I'm super excited because I'm gonna be filming another video in this makeup. So yeah, I'm really happy about this. So thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me. Let me know if you enjoyed watching this bold lipstick bingo, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.